How do I run a phone/Zoom conversation? And I know some of you don't get on Zoom with other people because you're afraid, you don't know what to do when you got them on there. So I'm going to give you 4 steps. Anybody can do them. You don't need any training or preparation. Number one, small talk. You do it every day. Ask them how the weather is, ask them where they are, what's the weather like, talk to them about the background of their Zoom. Is that a green screen or is that real? And if it's real, how did you get that thing on your wall? Where did you get that? Or they've got their cat walking around. What's your cat's name? Just small talk, right? That's number one. And you all do that every day. We all do that every day. Number two, if I were you, I would set the agenda. Say, this is what I would like to do. I'd like to start off by asking you some questions. So I set the agenda. You can write the agenda out before you actually get on the Zoom with them. And you don't have to prepare it. It's not a long thing, just 3 bullet points, right? Where you're just going to say to them, these are the 3 things I want to accomplish on this Zoom today. Number one, I want to learn about what you do. So it doesn't matter what they are. I'm sharing you with some of the stuff that I might do, but I want to find out and learn more about what you do. I want to get your advice on a few things and find out if there's anybody you feel like I need to meet. And then I'd like to talk to you about ways that we might be able to work with each other, work together. So those are the 4 things that I want to accomplish with you. Are you good with that? And they say yes. And then the number 3 is you start asking questions. So tell me a little bit about your career path. How did you get to where you are today? What led you to where you are today? What are your areas of expertise? Tell me about your community. Tell me about the members of your community. Who are you connected to? What do you love about what you do? So these are questions that I'm coming up with off the top of my head. You could write them down if you want to, or you could just come up, if you're good at it, you can come up with them off the top of your head. So that's number 3. And then number 4, make a next step proposal. Say, I'd like to send you our new ebook and just have you skim it over and see if there's anything that speaks to you there. Or let me send you, I'm going to send you a card with Jordan's book. Or I'm going to send you a surprise in the mail. What's your mailing address? Or, whatever. So, or what I'd like to do is set up another meeting with you and talk specific strategy and talk about ways that we might be able to work together and launch this in more detail. So the deal is you want to have a next step. That's what number 4 is, next step. Make a next step proposal. So those are the 4 things. And I do those on every single one that I do. Number 1 is, if I'm the one setting it up, number 1, small talk. Number 2, set the agenda. Number 3, ask questions, be curious. And number 4, make a next step proposal. If you follow that structure, you can't go wrong. And I can tell you right now, the nerves that you feel beforehand are always way, way, way worse than once you're in it and doing it. And every time you do it, it gets a little bit easier, but I still feel the nerves. Like before I jump on, I'm like, I question myself. But then once I'm on and I'm following my format, I'm fine. I'm good.